Real Madrid 2, Valencia 2. Can somebody explain to me what the hell did we just witness at the end of that match? Madrid were robbed from 3 points. Somebody explain to me, as a referee, how do you blow the whistle to end the game after Brahim Diaz whips across into the box? The ball is still in play. Then Jude scores it, blows the whistle. Before that, doesn't make any sense. And then you give Jude a red card, you give Rudiger a red card, and I think Josh Lu got a yellow. Somebody has to explain that decision because it makes no sense. Real Madrid have to protest those red cards because the players have every right to be upset. And what really pisses me off is, why don't these referees after the game have to come out and defend the actions that they decided to make, their questionable decisions? Because how do you explain that? You cannot blow the whistle after Brahim whips the ball into the box. You should have did that before he even got the ball. But overall, though, I'm not going to lie, this was a very poor result for Madrid. A draw is not good enough, especially against Valencia. They're bums. Those guys were happy to draw 2-2. That's drop points. And yeah, we can blame the referee. And I think that that was a terrible decision at the end of the game that La Liga has to come out and explain. But you should never leave the game up to the refs. Because once you're relying on them to give you any kind of call, that means you didn't play well enough. And we didn't today. And I thought that we were Vardrid. I thought that the refs always go on our side. So how could you explain what happened today? But overall, not a good game at all. I think it was entertaining if you were a neutral fan. But from my POV, we were terrible today. I think Valencia, they are trash. I'm sorry. Like, there's a reason why you're 9th in the league. Maybe you jumped up to 8th or 7th with this draw. But you're ass. Their fans, terrible. Very hostile environment. We already knew that coming into it, based off of what happened last season. And when I did my watch along, I said that we were not going to just go in there and beat them 5-1 like what we did last time when we played them at home. I knew it was going to be tough. I predicted 2-0. They go up by 2 goals in the first half. I don't understand how they score both those goals. Both of them off of mistakes from us. That first goal, fair enough. It bounces off the player and it goes into the back of the net. Stuff happens. But Danny Carvajal, what are you doing? That second goal, you look like Kevin De Bruyne, Mesut Ozil with that through ball for their attacker. I get it, you were under pressure, but just go out of bounds. Kick it out of play. Why are you trying to pass the ball to Lunin when you're that far out when Valencia are pressing high up? It doesn't make any sense. Obviously, we get that goal back before halftime from Vinny. I think we got lucky with that goal because the Valencia players mistimed it and it bobbled a few times before it got to him, but we'll take it. Then the second half, we come out. We don't really make any changes after halftime. I said we needed to switch to a 4-3-3, bring on Joselu, right? Take off Toni Kroos. This 4-4-2 formation is terrible. It's awful. The only people that benefit from that is Jude, because he plays more like our false 9/striker and he has free roam. But I don't think it's what's best for Vinny or Rodrigo. Anyways, second half comes out. We look a bit better. We're attacking more. Vinny gets the second goal with that header after that cross from Brahim Diaz. And by the way, what a player Vinicius is. It had to be him to score both our goals. Especially against these guys in their stadium. You just could not have written a better story. It just sucks that Netflix cameras weren't in there to catch it. But overall, very poor game. And to me, man of the match, whether you want to give it to Vinny or Lunin, because Andre Lunin, what a goalkeeper. One of the best in the world. He is fantastic. He is fantastic. He has absolutely stepped up with Courtois not being here. And I know that Courtois is coming back this month from his ACL injury, but we don't even have to rush him because Lunin has shown you that he is a baller, world class. I'm sorry. He's doing it at the highest level, week in, week out. Every week, this guy's putting in fantastic performances, making great saves, baller. But overall, game not good enough. That's what it is. I think Valencia are going to be happy with the result here. Obviously, that ref must be a Valencia fan because that's the only way that you can explain that bad decision-making to me, right? I knew that we weren't going to get Arda Güler today because we want to protect him. Ancelotti, I don't think he rates Arda Güler. He keeps coming out making up these BS excuses for why he's not playing him. Bro, I don't care. We signed him. He's on the bench. Play him. He has to eventually get some of these minutes in these crucial matchups. But yeah, man, overall, poor game from us. Valencia will be happy with the result. We definitely will not be. And I hope that we appeal those red cards. Because how can the ref be mad that Rudiger and that Rudiger and Bellingham and Joselu are pissed off? Make that make sense. Why don't the refs do interviews after the match? That should be required. Because some of this decision-making is terrible. But let me know what you guys thought about the match. Does this feel like a loss? Are you happy with it? Or just give me any other opinions that you do have. Definitely smash that like button. Don't forget to share. Don't forget to subscribe. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. I'm out.